up? It's your girl Kia. All right, I am actually heading to the International Christian Film and Music Festival here in Orlando, Florida. And yes, my shoulders are out. It is hot. We live in Florida, so I do not have a shawl or a cover up, and I don't plan on putting one on. Take that. But I kind of wanted to have a quick video while I'm driving the car to the event. Oh, and also my friend Jasmine Honeysucker is singing. She's a really amazing gospel singer. Find her on YouTube. Her name is Jasmine Honeysucker. Yes, that sounds like a stripper name, but that is her real birth name, Jasmine Honeysucker. Anyway, I want to do a quick video about Kanye West. I had a video maybe 2 weeks ago about how Kanye West wanted to start his own church. Not want to start his own church, but about his Sunday service and how I was confused about what that was and what the goal was and how he was selling merch and just that it didn't make any sense. Well, that has now evolved to Kanye wanting to start his own church. And now we have to stop the presses and have a conversation as black people. A lot of people jumped down my throat on my last YouTube video saying that I'm hating, that it's another black woman tearing a black man down. It ain't none of that. Like, it's none of that. My concern is that what Kanye is proposing sounds a lot like Jim Jones from Jonestown. For those of you guys who don't know, Jim Jones is the one who moved his entire congregation to Guyana and called it Jonestown, or the People's Temple Agricultural Project, and then had them commit suicide together. 997 people were killed actually in the compound, and then a certain amount of people were killed in the airstrip, and then another group of people were killed at the hotel in Georgetown. So Jim Jones and Kanye West are starting off in the kind of the same way, and that's where my concern pops up at, where it's all about, I just want to start a church for everyone. I just want to start a church where we can help people. I just want to start a church where everyone can be themselves and we can heal through music. A lot of these same lines are what Jim Jones tried to use to get a lot of black people into his church. He was doing a lot of stuff that he said he was going to support the community and how everything should be shared and that everyone should be equal, and he wanted to support people. And what ended up happening is that he even actually said this to somebody, that if you keep them poor, keep them tired, and keep them hungry, they'll never leave. So his version of support were basically making people worship him and devoted to him and reliant on him, and almost he told people that he was their God. And I see a lot of the similarities with Kanye West. I mean, look at it, like he had the whole Yeezus thing. He's been trying to make himself kind of God equivalent for a long time, and I feel like the Sunday service situation is the beginning of a horrible thing for Kanye West. And he doesn't do any sermons. There's very little God involved. There's no prayer involved. It's just healing through music. Well, then just call it a concert. Just go the Erykah Badu way of saying it's a spiritual whatever through concert. It doesn't need to be a church. A church is an entirely different responsibility that I don't think Kanye West understands. I think he thinks, this is my opinion, I feel that he thinks that having a church means having a following of people who are devoted to you, support you no matter what. And again, that is a cult. That is not a church. That is not religion. And I know Kanye West is bipolar. We all know he's bipolar. We know he's not taking his meds as he should. And even worse, he has a wife who, even though she's trying to be a lawyer, is kind of stupid. Meaning, instead of forcing her husband through any means necessary to take his meds and get healthy, she's kind of supporting this. He's saying, well, he's spiritual and it's a really wonderful experience and he's exposing people to, and he should just be allowed to do this, and I support him and it's such a wonderful thing. Girl, this man is trying to start a church. He's going through another manic phase, and it's almost like she doesn't see it. And when manic phase, when you're bipolar, it's these really big highs and really big lows and really big highs. His last high was when he was doing the whole "Make America Great Again" thing with Donald Trump, and he was all over the place with that. He was everything was he was talking about was non secular, didn't make any sense. It was just a lot of rambling. And then he came back and said, well, no, people are taking me out of context. And he kind of went quiet for a while. It was kind of just dealing with stuff on his own. Next thing we know, he's got the Sunday servicing coming out. Now it's this whole new high. So what's going to be, are we ready for a new low? Is he going to stay high until, he has his church service going? I need him to figure out himself, but figure it out behind closed doors. Don't don't try to get everybody wrapped up into this whole thing of you starting a church. It already looks very cult-like with the fact that everything is color coordinated for these services. It already looks cult-like because it's not open to the public. The original Sunday services, yes, Coachella was open to the public because it's Coachella. But the original Sunday services were just for a selected group of people. Industry insiders, celebrity friends, and that's it. And again, that's not a church. That's just a day club, an exclusive country club, basically. So I hope he gets some help. I hope finally somebody talks to him. It's not going to be Kris Jenner, because Kris Jenner doesn't give a damn. If it makes money, it makes sense to her. Kim, I feel like, just wants to keep her husband happy. And I make comments about her, but she really just wants to keep her husband happy and calm. Because I feel like behind closed doors, I don't think he's abusing her, nothing like that. But I feel like he goes through these bouts of depression that she can't help with. And she just wants to keep him happy on a good level so that things can keep progressing, their kids can get taken care of, and everything is fine. So she's going along with it. So I'm hoping that he snaps out of this and that he's just maybe just talking out of his butt because it sounds good. And of all the times in the world, I wish his mother, Dr. West, was alive. I feel like if this woman was alive, she would be pulling him back and settling him and talking to him. And if he was going to be, in religion, showing him the right ways to go about it. If Kanye West decided to go to seminary school tomorrow, get a degree, become educated in faith and God and religions, I would be all for this, honestly. But it seems like a whim. But that's my opinion. Drop down in the comments. Make your comments. If I'm a hating ass black woman, if I'm a bedwench, somebody called me a bedwench. Like, come on now, people. Stop it. Like and subscribe to my channel. Find me on Twitter at Kia Shakur. You can find me on Instagram at I am Kia Giovanni. It's way different over there. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.